Welcome back to Lovely's Crafting Lodge. We are continuing our Journal Madness 2021, and this is our third video. We're still in the hashtag of first round, and we are going to be folding our pages and arranging them for the next two journals. So the last video was for Van Gogh theme and Asian theme, and now the third book is the Galaxy or Celestial theme, and the fourth is the chocolate theme. So I'll go ahead and get started on the third one here. And so the first thing I'm going to do is pick which packaging. I want to use packaging for this one, but I'm not sure which one I want to use. So I guess the gist of Journal Madness, right, is instead of being involved in the sports that are occurring currently and televised and keeping up with all that, madness of the month, we're going to be spending our time making journals, which if you're watching this, you probably were already making journals or wanting to make journals anyway. So obviously these are Amazon packaging, and I'm not sure exactly how I want it to be. I was getting ready to measure, but then I quickly decided I didn't want to. Ooh, I think I kind of like the smaller one. I'm not sure though. Okay, let's see. So if I have this size page and fold it in half, it'll give a really nice edge. But what I think I like about this one is that it has the cut or the separation at the top. So I could leave that open and put things down in there. Ooh, I don't know. But this one I could easily just cut it across the top instead of this way like it is. Oh man, that's a hard one. Okay. Okay, I will do the smaller one. I think it's cuter. Okay, so all of the regular computer-sized pages will go ahead and just fold directly in half. This one I actually don't have one in mind for the center piece. I'm looking at my stack of papers here, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do one signature, but clearly this is going to be at least two signatures. Oh my. Okay, let's pick a couple center pages. Okay, so these two right here might be the center pages for each. And what I'm doing is just kind of sorting through them. Oh yeah, I forgot about them. How could I forget? Those are super cute. So basically what I'm doing is just kind of sorting through the papers and seeing which ones, I don't know, I guess just kind of speak to me, which ones I want to put in the center and then which ones I want to have as the cover. I kind of want a hand-dyed one for the center for at least one of the signatures. Ooh, that right there, that little spot is really pretty. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera very well. Oh, I just love hand-dyeing paper. So much fun. I love actually all of the steps in the process of making. Ooh, that just kind of, the edge of that one stood out to me, and I had already passed it by. But I think those are my two center ones. Yeah, so I love everything in the process of journal making, the hunting for stuff, the gathering of stuff, the trying to figure out how to use what you have, all of it. I really just love all of it. This vellum, I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or not. I actually had vellum on the last one, and I think I had 3 sheets of it, but I only ended up using 2 sheets of it, and I'm not sure that I want to use that. So we'll see. And now for the, not the cover, but the signature, the outside of the signature. So let's see. I guess that could fit there for the cover. Think. So this one is not printed. It doesn't have the design on the back. So I wouldn't feel terrible about that. Okay, I'm not going to use this one just so I can hold on to it for potentially the cover. So I'll set that there. So what I'm looking through here is one or ones that I want to use for the signature covers. And actually, these are all one-sided. Yes, one side, one side, one side. Yep, those are all one-sided, and these are the double-sided Stamperial ones. So I will do this of the outside first. Okay, which one goes better with it? That one, that one. Yeah, I like those two together, right side out. Okay, so I will set the packaging cover and then the paper cover, that what I'm thinking will be the cover right there. And we are going to move these items out of the way. And we'll go ahead and just start folding some paper. So this is the middle page, and this side is more vibrant right here. So I want that to be the center as opposed to the non-center center. All right, so that is page 1. Or signature 1 center page, and I'll do this one this way. I like how the brown came out on the purple too. I wasn't really expecting that, and I really like it though. I'm not sure why. So that is the second signature center. So I'm just going to kind of set them up towards the top here, and then I'm just going to start folding the more plain papers. And these aren't completely plain. They have, I believe this is food coloring that I dyed those with. And I'm just going to kind of go one in each signature. So I have, you know, a blue, light blue streaky one for signature 1, and now a light blue streaky one for signature 2. And it doesn't, I don't count pages. It's more of like a feel, like how thick it is, or does one seem skimpy than the other, or if it does seem skimpy, I could separate them into different signatures, you know? I could do the thicker ones on the outside and the thinner one on the inside, so it has room to grow type of thing without making the journal look awkward once it does get bigger. And now here's a pinkish purple one. And another one. My throat got really sore yesterday. I don't know. I guess from talking too much. I guess I'm used to, you know, not just talking to myself, you know, but a conversation being two-sided, right? So it's like you take your break and you're listening to the other person, you know, and of course you're not talking. And you also are not thinking anything, you know, you're just taking in what they're talking about or communicating to you. So it was kind of a weird feeling to have made an hour-long video, and yeah, I guess it was just a weird feeling. I don't know. Certainly something that's, you know, not traumatic or anything. It was really fun. And of course I'm going to do it again. Definitely not going to stop. I guess just different, you know, kind of like after you haven't worked out for a while, and then, you know, you go out and you do your first actual run. You're like, oh yes. That's what this is like, you know, so. All right, so I kind of set those splattered ones to the side because they are a little more intense, and I wasn't sure which pile I was going to put them in, or how many there were actually. So we'll just put one in each pile. And this one, I really like when the pages are like kind of ragged like this. And this one in particular, it's like the dye soaked up differently on that tear right there. So I know some people would, you know, cover it or patch it up or something like that. And that's even something I might do, but not for this one, not for this particular page. And I think to have a hard and fast rule of I never do this or I always do this isn't something that I would be happy to work with. Look at that. Like even that right there, how it's like the lighter, it's like a pinkish color, and then it's just where it's kind of ripped and folded over. But to say, you know, I won't use this or I'm not going to use that, I don't really think that's, I guess it's not something I would really say. Or I always this or always that. I like having the variety. So I'm going to skip back to a blue here and then go back to the purple. That purple is just so pretty. Again, it does have a pink hue to it, but it's not super pinky. I'm not really a super pink person, so that wouldn't be something that I would want. And we'll put this one right here. Alright, so this is a more plain, they are just computer paper, so there's no like additional bulk or thickness to them. And this is that center page that I picked. Yeah, so there's no like additional bulk or anything like that to the pages, and they're, you know, going to be easy to write on, nice and smooth. I still cannot believe the color that avocado dye creates, or the avocado pits create. I really enjoy avocados. I really love the, olive green colors. I guess I like all the colors in their own respects, but I really like an olive green, those types of forest greens and pine and all that kind of wildernessy sounding stuff. I like them, but I unknowingly thought that something was happening when people were making this avocado dye that made it pink, and that when I did it, it was just chemically going to be different. The composition was just going to change because I thought it would make green. Oh, no. So that's not how science works. So I made it, and mine actually turned out a little deeper, or a little more red than a lot of the other ones that I've watched. And I don't know the exact thing to attribute to that. I don't know if it's because I scrub them, you know, with a sponge and then freeze them. I don't know if it's because I use 7 of them in a huge pot. I don't know if it's because I boil it and bring it down and boil it and bring it down several times to let it cool. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I don't know if it's just simply, you know, just the water that I'm using, which is, you know, local. So each area has their own things, I guess, things in the water, different levels. So I imagine all of that plays into it, in addition to how long you let the paper itself soak and absorb. And which way do I want that? So I don't know, just a combination of everything, I suppose. So those were newsprint. This one is newsprint as well. I really like this. I actually think I'm going to do it in this way. And I want this going right towards the beginning of the first signature. And I want this one to be, wait, what did I just do? Yeah, this way. I don't know why this is challenging for me right now. Okay, here we go. And this is computer paper. So I've got a couple varieties of papers and textures already. These I am not certain how I'm going to use just yet. So I might sew them in. I just need a minute here to think about those. But until I will move on to the next, and these are our signature covers. So I want them facing outward. These two will be outward. So we will just do the same size as the other papers, which is, so it would be 11 will be the first cut, right? And then 8.5 high. Yeah, I think. We will see. So we'll do 11 and keep that piece. And I want the top, I like that, so I'm going to put it at 8.5. And we're just going to cut it this way here. And I think that should fold proper to be. I wonder if I had one of the score cut in one things, if I would accidentally cut things that I meant to score. That seems like something I would, yeah, that's something I would definitely do. So let's put this on here, put that there. Oh, yay, I like it, I like it. Oh, that's neat, look, it just shows October right there. That's cute. Love it. Okay, and we'll move on to the, basically, well, doing the same exact thing for the next sheet of paper. And this is what I want to be on the side there, so, or the back side rather. And I think sometimes the back cover is just as important as the front cover. Obviously, it's not, you know, the first thing that you see, but it's almost, it's the ending, you know, it's the end of the journal. I'm doing this by 8.5 here. It's kind of like, how did it, you know, a movie, how does the movie end? You know, does it give you the, like, sense of closure, and that's the way it's supposed to be, and there was balance, and, you know, not, you don't want to overdo it maybe at the end, you know, you don't want all the crazy stuff happening at the end, but kind of towards the end. So when you close the journal, you close the book, you have a sense of like, it is complete, you know, it is done, it is suffice. I don't know, maybe that's just me, that's just how I feel. So I'm just kind of mashing that down. I didn't do the other one. This is the, I don't know if it's considered a bone folder, but this is the scoring tool possible bone folder that came with the scoreboard that I got. And it is a We Are Memory Keepers, which, funny story. When I first started going to look for craft supplies, I was actually looking for planner supplies, and I wanted a circle punch. And there just so happened to be some additional clearance, like an additional percentage off. You guys know all the sales stuff, right? So there was some additional percentage off. And so I'm in the clearance aisle like, okay, let me see what I can find and, you know, make it work. And I saw this circle punch, and it said, you know, WRMK. And I'm like, it's probably just some off-brand, whatever, you know. And I was like, but you know what? I'm just kind of a novice. I'm just coming into this. I'm going to dabble. I'm not sure, you know, not really ready to make big money commitments. And it was very inexpensive with the, you know, the coupon and the additional and da-da-da. So I bought it and I brought it home, and I tried to punch a single sheet of computer paper, right? Because I don't even think I had any kind of scrapbook paper at that point. So I tried to punch it, and it was an epic fail. I mean, I immediately boxed it up, put it back in the bag with the receipt, and I'm like, I don't care how much I paid for this. This is absolutely unusable. You know, if it can't even punch one single sheet, what are we doing here? So I wasn't able to immediately get back to the store and return it and all this stuff. So I ended up just kind of holding on to it, and then I needed a circle punch. Well, I wanted to use a circle punch, so I pulled it out, but this time I must have had, you know, an influx of patience at the moment, And I read the instructions because at first I'm like, it's a hole, you know, it's a punch. Why do you need instructions, right? Well, apparently I do. So I pulled out the instructions and I glanced over them and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm not doing this right. I was putting the paper in the wrong spot, which you're probably thinking like, you know, how do you put paper in the wrong spot? Let me just show you. So let me pull it out here. And then also I learned that if you use a thicker paper, it actually comes out better. So here's just a scrap. Well, it's a digital printout that I have on my desk here. So it's magnetic, and this is We Are Memory Keepers, right? The brand. So you pull it off here, and here's the magnets. And then there's this piece right here, the plastic piece that comes off of the bottom. And what I did is I put this, I didn't realize this was two pieces, like duh. Then I put this here, and then I put this on top of it until the magnets like clicked into place, but they never really did. So I'm like pressing it, and it's not working. I'm getting like super frustrated. So that's when that ended. So I pulled it out, read the instructions, and it says basically you know, set this down and then you move your paper kind of like wherever you want it to be. Let's say we just want it like right here. And so this is the area that, did you hear it click there? There. Yeah, so it's like that. So this is the area that's going to be punched. So if this is what you want, that's cool. If not, you just kind of gently slide it over to where you want it to be. Like, yeah, that's where I want to be punched, right there. So then you take that and it almost like sucks it up. And then you just punch and ta-da, there it comes out. Just as easy as can be. So you don't have to fuss with, I do have the other hole punchers. They actually came in like this ginormous set. I think it was like a set of like 6 or something like that. You know, where you got to be, let me just show you on the same piece of paper. You can only punch on the edge and you can only do this and that. And you got to kind of trim it out to be just where you want it. So, you know, if there's an edge to it right here and say it was stuck right there, you know, and that was hitting your edge, well, you'd have to cut it and then bring it in farther, you know. So in ways, this is a lot neater. I guess just more versatility, but it was funny that it almost never, I guess, made it back into my workspace because I thought it was absolute trash, but operator error, right? So that's my funny story. And I actually have a heart one of these too. When I saw it, it was in the clearance aisle and I like totally freaked out. I was like, I love this brand. I love it. I love it. So I snatched that up right quick because I love hearts also. All right, so moving on to our papers, what we're actually doing today. So I have these here. And I'm looking at that vellum over there, and I recall something about this feeling cartoony, I think is how I was feeling. And then this I thought would look neat on top of it to kind of knock it back. And yeah, I actually like that. So I'm just going to pick one of the corners to trim here, and I'm going to do this one a smaller size. I'm not going to go for the full 8.5 by 11. I'm just going to cut this down at 6. And then we're going to move those up here. And then this one, I'm looking for one that I want to fold to be pockets. And actually, I kind of would like 2 of them to be that way. So maybe I'll go with these 2. I really like this page here. I almost want it for the cover. Okay, that's proper direction. East, west, north, south. Yep. So I will fold it this way. Yeah. To give pockets. Oh, I guess I could score it, right? The scrapbook paper, the thicker paper, I believe you're supposed to score. And I don't think it hurts to score any paper, but I could be wrong on that. So we'll do scoring at 4 here and fold it up. And then we're going to score at, we're going to score at 6 because this is a 12-inch page. Whoopsies. And fold that there. And that's the score line right there that I accidentally did. We can put some washi tape over it if it really stands out, or we can just leave it as is. And we'll put that there. And for this pocket here, I'm actually going to do a smidge of, sorry, just pulling some things out of my drawer here. Just a little bit of trimming. Let's see how, yeah. Just cut it right here down the score line, the proper score line, and just to where it meets right there. And I'm going to go ahead and use my paper trimmer because I see already that my cut line is not straight. So I'm just kind of wiggle this over here, and I'm just going to trim a little bit more off here just to kind of straighten it up. That one there, and a little bit on this side. So far, everything We Are Memory Keepers that I have, which is not much. It's really just the scoreboard and a couple of the punches. I think that's everything that I have that's We Are Memory Keepers. So far, I like it as a brand. I don't know much about it other than just my personal use of it. It's something I've never really investigated or looked into. Just trimming this up here. But so far, my experience with the tools and stuff that I have has been positive. I like it. So what I did here is just created a little bit of space so the pockets will easily fold together here, and it won't create any kind of bulkiness. So we'll set this up here, and I'm just kind of folding them, and then I'll go back and decide what I want to do as far as signatures, which signature I want to put which one in. But I do want this one also to be a pocket type, and I'm going to do the same thing that I just did on the other one, which was scored at 4 and fold this way, and then we're going to score, because it's 12-inch paper, at 6. And instead of folding inward like this for inward pockets, I am going to fold the opposite way. I'm going to fold for outward pockets. But I'm going to do the same thing that I did and just use my cutter here to release the, release the pressure in the middle, or give room in the middle here. Oh, the color of this and the light. Oh my. Okay. I might have to do this right in front of my little face here. So I'm going to have to do it on the bottom side. Sorry, folks. Try to keep my head out of the shot here. Okay, well, that's close. And I'm going to go ahead and fold this and fold this way. Oh, that was close. Yeah, look at that. All right, and just take these little scissors here. So the video yesterday, I was talking about the Fiskars trimmer and how I was just like really shockingly disappointed, because I had always, like, I remember even as a kid, you know, when it was school supply time, I would be like, I don't need scissors, I got my Fiskars, you know, like from the year before, always. It was just like, you know, the same pair of scissors were awesome, so I never needed, you know, the new ones. But these ones are really nice. I don't know if you can tell, but they have an edge to them. They almost, it's like they get thinner. I really hope this is coming out for you. But towards the end right here, they get thinner, so you can like nip in really tight on something. So I'm not too good at hand cutting items, so that's been really helpful to me as I'm going through, is like, oh, what am I going to do with this? Okay, I can work it like that. So that's been really nice to have on hand. Plus I imagine there's a proper name for them, but the spring-loaded, that's really nice that they just kind of pop back open. I find that I'm doing my hand cutting somewhere in the wee hours. It's never at a normal, well-lit waking hours type of thing. It's always, I want to do something, I want to be productive, but I also don't want to sit up. So it's kind of like a in the bed kind of craft time. So, let's see. And what I've read in people's comments, I really haven't seen many videos on it, but what I've read in the comments is that's pretty common that crafters are looking for something that they can do in bed, from the bed, while in bed, whether it be for medical reasons or, end of the night, just trying to get some kind of creativity outlet incorporated into their day. So I think that's, again, this junk journaling, whole community, the whole world, everything about it is just absolutely remarkable to me, that people are able to find a way to craft. And, it's been a while ago, but I kind of recall a video, and it when I was watching it, it felt way over my head, about how junk journals, what mainstream junk journals are not in fact junk journals. And I remember thinking, like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. It's not really a junk journal if you're just buying stuff on purpose, right? And then I was like, well, I guess it kind of is, though, because you're junking it up, you're making it your own, and the grungy and the antiquing and all the different kind of stuff, and so it's one of those things, like I'm a three sides to a story person. That's always my take on it. So I was like, maybe both sides to this have a point. It may not be junk, but then I watch a couple gals, Tanya and Lisa, and they make like from only junk. I believe actually it was only junk mail. They made like these amazing things, and the insides of security envelopes, I remember that one was just like, oh my gosh, like that's beautiful. I can't believe they just did that. Yeah, that was pretty cool to watch. So, yeah, I'll link their information here. Tanya McGuire, and I want to say Lisa's Eclectic Life, or My Eclectic Life, Lisa, something to that effect. But I'll put their channels in the description. As I'm talking about stuff and people that I watch, I'll try to remember to put the stuff in the description, just in case you haven't heard of them yet for whatever reason, and want to check them out. Okay, now these. So, okay, I'm sitting here looking at this, and I know you guys can't see it, so I need to move it. So these are the two signatures, and I want this one first and then this one second. So this is what we're looking at. It's pretty big already. So if we set it inside of our proposed journal, it's going to be really overflowing, and I'm not against that. So I want to see if we just add a few more pages. Oh, I feel like crafters, we sometimes have like catchphrases, like one would be, don't throw that away, or maybe just one more, or it needs something. I feel like those are, yeah, those are usually the things that will fly out of my mouth. Let's see here. So what I'm thinking about is just taking these and making little 6x6 books to put in. But actually, now that I just said 6x6, as soon as it came out of my mouth, I thought, no, I want to do a tri-fold type deal, like a little pamphlet looking. So on 12 inches, that would be, see, if I want the front to be 4, and this one will be the 8. Yeah, so that's technically, I don't know, I guess it is a page, right? So 4 and then 8. And I'm just folding this in, you know, just kind of making a couple little different things. So the way I'm going to sew this in is, obviously I'm not going to, well, not obviously, but I'm not going to do it right here. I'm going to do it on this edge here, but I want it here like this. Actually, I want the bigger side this way. So this is what it's going to look like. I'll trim this down right here. I should have scored it a little bit smaller. But basically it's going to be like this and then fold open again. And then on the other side of the journal, it's just this. Ta-da! I love it. And on this journal, so that folded out bigger this way, so I'm going to have this one fold out bigger this way. So yeah, like that. And let's just bring this signature up. Signature 1. Signature 1. And I think, does that look good together? Oh yes, that looks really nice. And then we'll go this way, and then it'll be like that on that side. I love it. Okay. And I think this one here, I am just going to do directly in half. Like this. And make a pull-out type book out of this one. Removable. No, I want to put it in. Jeez. Back and forth. Get it together. Alright, there we go. I really like that galaxy. And one for the second signature. I'll put this one. Where do you feel right? Maybe you'd like to live maybe here? That might be too speckly. Yeah, let's do speckly. Maybe right here. Oh, that's a strong maybe. Yeah, I like that one. Yes. Okay, and that is that. So those are the 2 signatures, and we have our. So we still have this page left over here, but what I think I'm going to do is, I do really like this paper, so I think I'm going to make something to go down into these outer pockets with this paper. So I will, I guess, kind of put it with the cover stuff, but I'm not really going to use it for the cover. Luckily, I have this video to refer to when I'm wondering what was my thought. Okay, now these smaller pages here, I think these would make really awesome journaling cards, but at the same time, I want to keep what's on the back. Okay, so we have, let's put them in order. 148, 146. If you watched me tear these out in a video, I am so sorry. It was like an absolute mess. I looked crazy. So 46, 47, 48. Okay. Okay. Let's just go ahead and put one of them in, and we'll put this one in just to see what it looks like. No, I don't want to cut any of that off. I like it way too much. So I will figure out how to use this exactly, but it would definitely be used. So we have signature 1, signature 2, and those are all put together, and we have our cover items and our use within the journal items that I thought were going to go on the pages but did not make the cut. All right, so that one's all done. The next one is chocolate, our chocolate theme. And now this is the one where I had a digital and I zoomed in on it, and it looks like I was trying to do something. I was already thinking that I was going to use it. So I think we'll trim these out and then kind of see what cardboards or other materials I have nearby. So this is a piece of vellum. I wanted to use coffee stained, or mocha stained, mocha dyed vellum, and it was just wet and wrinkly, and I imagine there's a way to not have it be that way. So what I did is I took some of these pages and I scanned them, and I made a digital copy of it. See, it's just printed, so this is like an actual piece of mocha dyed paper, and this is a print of a mocha dyed paper, which my printer's not amazing, so this is just a color variation that my printer came out with. But what does look amazing is this vellum that it printed, and it's perfect. I think it's going to look great. So I want to use that somewhere. And this I don't think I'll use anywhere. I just wanted to show you that I did scan and print these two items. I know we talked about, well, I talked about not doing any work off camera. So technically that was work off camera. So I just wanted to kind of bring it up that, you know, stuff did not magically appear, that I actually did, that I did actually work on it as far as printing some items. And this is a digital from the Etsy shop Poppiness, and I'm not sure when I got this kit, how long ago it was, if it's still available, but I'll at least put the shop in the description box, so that will be captured for you if interested. And again, I do think I played with this as far as zooming in on it, trying to make it as large as possible. And I'm keeping the edge on this, even though in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, I'm probably going to trim that off. But I just want to leave it as large as possible before, I cut off too much, right? Those are not quite the same size, but if I'm using a piece of cardboard, and depending on what I do with the cover, oopsies, oh my. I wonder why it does that sometimes. Maybe my little blade has got residual paper stuck to it or something. I don't know. I don't think I cut sticky stuff with this, so I don't think it's that. But let's see here. Let's see what we can do. Oh my. Oh, this is just being fussy now. It probably has something to do with tidiness or cleaning it out or something like that. Okay. So here's the two things I was thinking for the covers. As I'm looking at it, though, I'm not wildly crazy about putting it on the cover for the outside. Let me see what boxes I have cardboard. So I just hold on to cardboard packaging and, well, all different kinds of packaging actually. So let's see, maybe something like this size. No, too small. Maybe something, well, this size, also too small. I don't know if I have any bigger ones here. Oh, here's a fun one. This could be a really fun one. It's kind of got, it seems like it has weak points. I could strengthen it up. I'm gonna crop that down a skosh. Yeah, I actually kind of like this one. Yeah, we'll do this. All right. Oh, come on, trusty paper trimmer. Don't fail me now. So I'm not very good at cutting straight lines. I guess I do my best, but it just never really seems to be on point. And it used to be, I thought I was great at cutting straight lines, and then I guess my eyes got more exact, or I don't know what, but I was like, oh no, that's not straight. So I guess it's good. At least I can tell that things are not straight. I'm just trimming this off here. It was a little bit thick to be putting in this paper cutter. Speaking of paper cutters, it's so interesting how somebody can love a product and then somebody else just absolutely does not have luck with it. And, you know, it could be a number of things, right? But I always just automatically assume it's, you know, user error. So it's something that I'm doing wrong when it goes wrong for me. But the guillotine, you know what I'm talking about, the paper cutter that like goes down. I have not had any luck with them, and I think it's maybe how I hold the paper to the top of it. It seems like it always slides on the cut. I don't really like it so much. And it's weird. It's like I want to like it. Just trimming this up here. Now, we might need to trim this down further, not the height of it, but rather the width of it. So, just shake that in the garbage and put it up. Okay. So let's see here. We'll do this side. So that's going to be the larger of the two. And I think I want to put something on the spine. Oh, the spine. Okay, let's do it like this. How did I just forget that I need a spine? Oh, I love crafting. It's so much fun. I know I probably sound like super silly right now, like, oh yeah, I seem to have forgotten the spine. But I actually really enjoy this. Oh, well. It's interesting to be doing a video like this because typically when I'm crafting, again, it's usually in the wee hours of morning or evening, and I'm always watching someone, or, you know, have a replay of a live, or actually, you know, there's actually a couple of early morning and late night streamer crafters that I watch. So I don't know, I think that's kind of funny. Now it's all like extra quiet, and it's me just actually like laughing out loud at myself. It's almost become more enjoyable. I don't know. You know, I do think laughter is therapy. Absolutely. I need comic relief on the daily. So I think this is actually really, it's different, but it's fun. I like it. Seems like every single part of journaling I love. all of it. It just keeps getting better and better and better. So all I'm doing here is just taking the picture that I want to use, and I'm just scoring a little more than the picture. I want to say 1/8 of an inch more, but I might be trimming down the picture, so it might end up being like, I don't know, 1/2 inch more. But I do want to put lace on this. I don't know what about this picture just says, like, I need cotton lace around me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I like cotton lace and I also like chocolate. I don't know. So that will be the front, and then our back. If we were to keep this nearly the same width, it would be a rather thick spine. Let's see, where are you at? Okay, so this is our front, and then this would be, if we went all the way there, that would make this whole thing our spine. That's like, I think it's a bit much. So I just showed that measurement with my fingers as if you can like scale how big my fingers are. Oh, I have a normal, typical size hand because that doesn't exist. What is normal? Yeah, so I guess I'm going to take, what is this? 1/2 an inch off. Sure. Just kind of trim it down and see where, just kind of how it feels. So that's the back, and that likes here to here between my thumbs, the spine. That looks like it will be about 3 signatures, and I actually think that's going to be good for this one. So we'll stick with it, and I will, so I don't mess myself up, I am going to score it. Where are you? Score. Okay. Oh, I've already gotten confused. Okay, so that's the front, the whole bit. And then this is the back. So how big was this? The front piece was 4.5. So the back piece needs to be scored at 4.5. 4.5. Okay. And, ooh, that's like kind of thick right there. All right, set that aside, and that's the back. Here's the front. There's the spine. So it's going to be like this, right like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and give this a nice firm fold. And because I know we are going to cover this, I'll go ahead and write front, and then a little square, and then here's the spine on this side, and then this is the, oh my, why is this a thing with me right now? This is the spine on the back side. This is gonna be fun. So that's the front, and this is the back. Hello. Hello, back. How are you today? Okay. Let's just make sure I go end to end here. I have Tyvek tape that I'm going to use to strengthen these spines. It's something that I bought when I was first starting out, but looking back, I'm not sure that it's something that I actually needed. So I found that was kind of interesting. Yeah, so what is not right about this? Sorry. Let me just double check. Something doesn't look right, but that doesn't really mean it's not right, you know? So this is 4.5. And then on this side should be also 4.5. Wait, is that not 4.5? Oh my, I am so sorry. 4.5. 4.5, yeah. Okay, it's me. Clearly. The ruler does not lie. Okay. So 4.5 by 4.5. Wait, did I just make an 8? Let me get my little scrap piece of paper here. Well, my printable that I did. Okay, so just a little bit off of all the pages, and it's actually a little bit tall, so we can do, what if we did the pages like this? Boop. Instead of long ways, we'll do them tall ways. And then that, well, that makes some of them short. Okay, well, this is where we get to have a lot of fun and get variety. Okay, so this is our cover. Set that, where do I want to put everything? Okay, let's set it there. So here is our actual, like, what I'm going to put on the cover, so we don't need that right now. I also don't think we need these right now. So, page 1, right? I really like this. So, let's go ahead and fold this in half tall ways. And I thought I had another one. Yep. Yes, right here. This one. And we are doing 3 signatures in this one. That's what I said. I think, yes, I did say that. So this one is also, I want to do this one tall. Maybe I'll be doing the cocoa or the mocha papers wide. Sauces and frosting. I don't know. I think I might want this to be the middle page. I really like that. How it's kind of like a... It's got the picture, it's got different type of text. I like it. And this one I want to fold this way. And this will be for 3rd signature. Our dark chocolate mousse. Put this one here, and I want that with the layered cookies. And our tiramisu cake. This has a great image on it, so I want this one to be in the 3rd signature, because our first one already has an awesome image. Now these two, the Royal Cocoa, ooh, this might be the center page for the last signature. Maybe I'll do it, should I do it this way or this way? Okay, I think I'll do it this way. So Royal Cocoa will be the centerpiece for the last one. Go ahead and slide that in there and there. And this hot cocoa, isn't that so cute? The little kids. Do it this way. And I will put this one. Where should you go? 3, 1. And 3, we'll put it here. That one might move though. Tupperware, our singular advertisement. It's too small to be a cover, but I want it to be this way. So her head shows up on one of the front sides. So since there's only one of these, I'm going to put it in the middle signature. And that works out because these 2 thicker pages that I have are, they're only one-sided, but they're digitals. And I'll fold them this way. And I'll put that in, let's see, yeah, I'll put the bigger one in, or the larger font in the signature, and then the smaller font, like more zoomed out of the 3rd signature. This one I want to be the center. Oh. Okay. separation. This one I want to be the center of, yeah, I'll do it like this. I want this to be the center of a signature. Oh, you know what? I just realized I might not be very much in frame for you. Okay, sorry. Okay, there we go. And brown fudge. Brownie fudge cake. Too bad these journals aren't going to come with homemade baked goods. Or will they? No, they won't. I'm not very good at baking. Maybe it's just too much exactness, right? Who knows? So we're going to do a tall page and a tall page. These are so pretty. I cannot get over how pretty these turned out. This, you know, it started around Valentine's Day when I started thinking, like, you know, what can I do, you know, to incorporate into a journal and what feels Valentine's-y, and, you know, and I'm like, well, I love chocolate. And then I'm like, well, why is it gotta be, sorry. I'm like, where, you know, why is it gotta be just a Valentine's Day thing? And I'm like, oh, Easter chocolate, wouldn't that be super cute? And I started, you know, one idea leads to another. I'm like, but year round, everyone loves mocha. Again, at least I do. So, you know, here we are. So those were 3 of the just computer paper, that the mocha dyed ones, like the heavily mocha dyed ones. Now, here's some cardstock, the 100-pound cardstock. And these are mocha dyed also, but these were quickly dipped. That's mocha. I mean cardstock. They're all mocha. But these were quickly dipped. And I had diluted it with coffee. So it got really, it didn't come out the same. Still very pretty, but it did not come out the same as the mocha dyed with, you know, equal portions coffee and chocolate. It came out a little bit different. I shouldn't say chocolate. It was cocoa. It's not like, it's not sticky paper. That would be so gross. I mean, I imagine it would smell good until it was like, you know, spoiled or whatever, but it's not like that. So we'll do another one like this. And this one, this journal, I wanted just a lot of writing space. All the journals, I want sufficient writing space, but this one in particular, because it's just chocolate, I was thinking it just had so much potential that it could be swung in so many directions. Like I said, the Valentine's, you know, the sweetest, someone who just likes chocolate, someone who likes baking, someone, you know, as an Easter type journal. It's just so many different things. I think, you know, when it comes to memories, just look at this. Look at that. When it comes to memories, memory keeping, making memories, just capturing something, no matter how it is, whether it's you know, an audio, if you do home movies or videos, something to that nature, whatever it is that you're doing, you're capturing it. And to have a journal like this, or to have this journal to capture your memories in, it just feels, I don't know, it feels like super special to me. To have, maybe not just a theme journal, but to have, you know, something has love built into it, you know, made with love, made with thought, made with, you know, care and concern, and I don't know. I don't know how to put it. It's like it gives another layer to the memory. There, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so, I don't know, I think that's pretty neat. Oh, so pretty. And because this is, oh, sorry, that was terribly loud. Because this is cardstock, I am just scoring it, or 100-pound paper. I don't know if that's considered cardstock, but it's thicker. So I'm just scoring it a little bit to help it out. Just to help it fold. Okay. And we'll set that aside. All right, now, oh no, I forgot my vellum. After I went and tooted my horn about how much I loved it, I ended up not even putting it in. Okay, so what's our centers? What is our centerpiece here? Okay, this will be used. I will not forget it. I put it up there, so you will not be forgotten. Okay, so this is my cover, and the first page is this. Don't want that there. I want it to be a tall one. Nope. I want it to be a wide one. And then I want it to be a tall one. Oh, it's so pretty. And then a recipe. Oh, that was going to be the middle one, wasn't it? Or wait, what was this? Oh, yeah, this is the one I want in the middle for this one. Okay, so then we'll do wide, tall, wide, recipe, tall, wide, tea, but it's chocolate thingy on the back, the hot cocoa kids. Remember those kids? That, then that, then that. I just love these two colors together. This green and this purple just reminds me of the Challenger colors. I don't remember what years they were exactly, but the Sublime Green and the Plum Crazy Purple, just like, oh, so pretty. Okay, so that is signature 1. And when we get it, when we get the covers made and stuff, we'll actually trim everything down or fold it how we want to be. So that's signature 1. And signature 2, look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, Tupperware lady up front for sure. And what was our centerpiece on this one? Did I already talk about that and decide? There's a dark chocolate mousse. Belgian mocha cake. That's cute. These kids right here are super cute, but I don't think I want them in the center. Was it a cocoa page you put in the center? Nope. I don't think I had picked one yet. Okay, so we will go, we have her, and then we'll go with a tall one, and then a wide one. This recipe, the tall one, this recipe, the dark chocolate mousse, a wide one, and let's see, I'll put another, one there, and then this will be our center page, the double mocha chocolate cake. Very pretty. Okay, that's signature 2, and signature 3. Cover is the thick paper. Then this piece might, I think I might want that in a different spot. What is this? The tiramisu. This might be the center page. Sorry, I realized I started talking really quiet there. That might be the center. Where are you? Royal cocoa. Nope, this is the center. That's the one I want in the middle. Oh, jumbo chocolate snappers. What is that? Is that like a turtle? But it's like not called a turtle. All right. Okay, now I'm getting a little bit like excited. Okay, so the royal cocoa, and I actually want this cocoa paper right by it. Yes, I love it. And then I want that one, and then we will do a wide one, then a tall, then a recipe, wide, tiramisu, wide, and the pink. I think the pink and the brown and the light blue right here looks so 50s. I really like that. Okay, so that is those 3. Now, vellum, where shall you go? Where shall you go? You have to be really important. You have to be really showcased. So if you were going to be showcased, okay, I think you need to be in the middle signature. Middle signature here. Now, would you be happy here? Whew, that is a strong maybe. Okay, let's see how you look just on the other side. Nope, don't like that. The first one was a strong maybe though. See how this looks with Tupperware. Nope, don't like it. I think this is where it needs to be. Now, to go tall or to go wide? I think I'm going to go tall just because I like the way it looks. It looks like it's dripping down. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, put that aside. We're just going to do a... I don't know if you're supposed to score vellum or not, but I'm not going to right now. So just give it a nice fold there and bring it back to the middle here. So those are our signatures in order. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And all stacked, nice and neat. And it fits proper in our cover. That's not bad, right? That's our coverage right there. Yeah. There we go. It's not going to gator out. I don't have room to grow. It'll be really pretty. All right. So that is that. So the next couple weeks are full of basketball. So what are you going to be doing during that time? During all these games that are going to be going on, you should consider joining me for Journal Madness 2021. So you can just jump in wherever you are and you can create with me here at Lovely's Crafting Lodge. I am making 4 journals and today we compose the page, or we put the pages in order for the second set of journals. So the first 2 are Van Gogh and Asian theme, and then these 2 are the Galaxy Celestial theme and then the chocolate theme. So if you're looking to see how the pages were put together for the first 2 journals, go back to the most recent video and you'll be able to watch that process. And our next video is coming up on the 21st, and that will be our second round. It's the beginning of the second round, and we're going to be doing covers. So we'll be able to work on those 4 covers for our 4 journals. But that is all I have for today. I'll see you back here next time at Lovely's Crafting Lodge.